Hey everyone, Nariman here, welcome to my channel. Today we want to have a complete course on how to run LLM models locally using Ollama. So of course these days we have many great LLM models that are not open source and then you cannot run them locally like ChatGPT, Gemini or Claude. But some people prefer to run their own LLM model locally on their machine. Privacy is one of the most important reasons. Also, some people don't want to or don't have the ability to pay for the subscriptions. So for whatever reason that you want to run LLM models locally, I think Ollama is one of the best tools out there. So please be with me so I can show you exactly how to use it. Of course, the first step would be to download Ollama. You can download it for any operating systems, Mac OS, Windows, or Linux. So when you downloaded it and installed it, you should of course run it. And when you run it, depend on your operating system. Either you will see it up here on the right side in Mac OS, or for example in Windows, you should see it down there on the right side. You should see the Ollama logo. And that's basically it. That's the installation. There is not much details there, but we don't care about the UI of Ollama or the menu in there. We mainly are interested in the command line today. So let's go to the terminal and I will show you. So if you installed Ollama correctly, you should have access to the Ollama command. As you can see, there are a bunch of available commands now. You can pull a model, you can run a model, you can list all the installed models here, and many other commands. We will start by pulling a model and then run it. So let's go back to the Ollama website. Here in the models part, you can see all the available LLMs. These are right now sorted by the most popular ones. You can see some of them are only cloud. We are not interested in those. We want the ones that we can run locally. For example, GPT-OSS or Cohen or DeepSeek, Gemma 3, which is a Google model. And for example, Llama 3.2, which is a model from Meta. And you can see that it's even here saying how to run it in your command line. Each model has its own parameters. The bigger the model, it's more accurate and it's more powerful, but of course it needs more resources. So if you have lots of RAM on your local machine, lots of CPU, lots of GPU, you can go for the best ones. If not, just download something smaller. You can go ahead and experiment. You can just download models and see how fast it is on your computer and decide which one to use. And then when I chose my own model that I want to pull, I'm gonna go back to the terminal and then I'm gonna say Ollama pull Llama 3.2. The pull command will download the model for me on my local machine. I'm gonna hit enter. For me, it's doing it very fast because I already pulled it before. But for you, it might take a few minutes depending on your internet connection speed. As you can see, it's like a couple of gigabytes that you need to download. And then I can run my model. First of all, let's use the command list. Now you can see that I have Llama 3.2 latest version already downloaded. Let's run it. Ollama run Llama 3.2, and then you will have a something like a chat. I'm going to say hello, and it's going to say hello, how can I assist you today? And then you can have the conversation with your LLM model. Now it's like you have a ChatGPT, you are just talking to it. But talking to your LLM model through terminal is not the only way. Ollama is running locally on your machine on a specific port, and it's exposing some kind of REST API to you. So you can talk to your model also by sending HTTP requests. So let me show you. I can open my Postman, and as I told you, it's running on 11434 port locally. Usually that's the default. And then there is a certain API called /API/chat, this one. So by sending a post request to localhost Ollama's port and then the path, which is API chat, you can talk to your own model again. So the body should be the name of the model, of course. I'm going to say Llama 3.2. I don't want to stream it because then it will show me the response like word by word. I don't want it right now. I want the whole response. And then you can send a message. My role is user. I'm going to ask, why is the sky blue? Also, you can give other roles like system prompts to it to have a personality, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to hit the send. It's going to take a while because of course it's running locally and it's heavy operation. It's going to usually take 5 seconds for me. And let's go to the body, and as you can see, the model Llama 3.2 gave us this answer. It's basically a paragraph. It's saying the sky appears blue because of a phenomenon called the scattering, blah blah blah. And there's also some other, like when it was generated, this response, how long it took, and things like that. Of course, this is not the only API that is exposed, but it's certainly the most important one. There are many other endpoints. I will encourage you to just go to Ollama's documentation and read about it if you are interested in. The other thing that you might be interested in is how to call Ollama models inside code. For example, you're writing Python code and you want to call Ollama models. Well, as you can see, since there are some APIs exposed, you can easily just call these APIs inside code. For example, let's go to the IDE. As you can see here, we can basically call any API using Python's requests package. And I basically did the same what I was doing when calling the API in Postman. This is our port. This is the endpoint that we want to call. I specified my model, my message, and I don't want the streaming, so I put the stream to false. And then you're just going to send a post request, basically what we did in Postman, the same. And then the response would be in the message content field. So you can basically just run this script, and hopefully it will give us the same answer. So you can see the answer is basically again the same, and we were able to easily also call our model from Python code. But of course, people in production ready code don't use requests to talk with Ollama. There are many libraries that can facilitate this for you. For example, this Ollama package, this Ollama library in Python, basically can do the same for you with less code. So I'm just importing chat from this Ollama library, and then I'm gonna say, this is my model, and this is my message. My role is user, and why is the sky blue? It will give me another response. Let's call this one. And you can see again, it was able to successfully talk with your own specific model, which is Llama 3.2 that is running locally on your machine, and give you the answer. So this is doing basically the same, but with less code, than using requests, because someone wrote a library for you and wrote this code underneath. So there are definitely even easier when you are using an agentic framework. If you are writing your AI agent using LangChain or using Llama Index, usually you just create a class like Ollama model and then specify your own model like Llama 3.2 or Gemma 3, and it will do all these underneath. So you don't even have to use this Ollama package if you are using those frameworks, because they have their own integration and you can use them easily. So yeah, that's how you can talk to your local LLM using terminal, using curl or postman or whatever you can send HTTP requests with, and also how to do it in Python. The next topic, which is also very fun, is the concept of model files. So you can specify something like this, just a text file called model file, and you can play with the parameters of your LLM model. You can give it a system prompt, and you can completely customize your LLM model without writing a single line of code or anything. So here you should specify which model you want to use underneath. I'm of course still using Llama 3.2. Here you can play with the temperature. If you know, temperature controls how creative your model can get. So 0 is basically very deterministic. It's always answering, giving the same response to the same question. And 1 is getting really creative. You can set something like a context window, how many tokens the LLM can use. And the most important one is the system prompt, which gives your model some kind of personality. You can give it a list of responsibilities to it, some context on how to behave. And I'm just using the example from the Ollama's documentation when they decided to make this LLM Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Games. And it's saying, okay, you are Mario from Super Mario Bros. Acting as an assistant. So how we can create a model out of this model file? We need to go to the terminal here. And we can end our chat, our previous chat, by saying bye. Let me clear it. Okay, so you need to say Ollama create, and then you can give it a name. I'm gonna call it Mario GPT, for example. And then -f, you are creating it from a file, which is your model file. And then you will give it the path to the model file. I'm already in the directory where my model file is, so let's hit enter. And here you can see success. And if I say Ollama list, you can see that I have a new model, and I can easily talk to it again with Ollama run. I can say Ollama run Mario GPT. Let's run it. I can say hello. It's saying it's a me, Mario, and yeah, some funny stuff. And then I can ask, I don't know, what was the best video game that you participated in? Now it's giving me a long response. It's saying that it was Super Mario Bros. And you can see that it has all the characteristic and personality of Mario. It's very cool. And the most fun thing is that you created your own model with your own temperature, system prompt, and everything. You can even use it in code. So we can go back to the IDE, for example, and we can go to our Ollama Python, and instead of Llama 3.2, we can say Mario GPT, which basically underneath is using Llama 3.2, but it has all those system prompts and all those parameters being set. So yeah, let's ask why is the sky blue, and it's saying, okay, it's me, Mario, and you're asking about the sky, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I tried to cover all the important parts from using Ollama, but of course there are still many details that are left. You can go and definitely read the Ollama's documentation for more information, unlike the specific endpoints that you can use or different commands that you can use. Please also like this video and also subscribe me for more content like this. Also, please share it with your friends if you think they would be interested in that video. See you around.